version of Scholastic News has some built-in features that would be very beneficial for students who have physical disabilities, difficulty with reading, or minor visual impairments. One of the things that is nice for kids who may struggle with physically turning the paper is easy navigation buttons. So here is page 1, just click on the next page, it goes to the next page, next page. The other nice feature it has is this button where it says show all pages. When we click on that, it's very easy for the student. All you have to do is hover your mouse into that stream of pages and it will move them, and then you just select the page that you want to read. When you get to the page that you want to read, students who may struggle with being able to read such small text can use the zoom feature right here, and it will actually zoom the page a fair amount, pretty large amount, and then you can left click and drag your mouse or on your finger on your trackpad to navigate to the pages, throughout the pages, the paragraphs. I can zoom back out a little bit. Text-to-speech can be activated at this button, or you can activate it here with this listen button. When you select the text-to-speech button, it turns red, which means it's activating it. It generally starts reading from the beginning of the article, but you can also just click where you want it to start reading. So I'll click it here.
Scientists make a big discovery about the historic settlement. In 1607,
it highlights the word as it's reading, which is very good for some students who struggle with tracking issues. It's a nice voice because it's an actual real person reading it, not a computerized voice. You can slow it down a little bit. There's not a lot of option for slowing and speeding up the speech, but you can slow it down a little bit. And then we'll click.
Captain Gabriel Archer died during the starving time. He was one of the colony's original settlers.
I think that it's nice that you can click inside of the pictures to be able to read it. Sometimes those are not always accessible for students. When you're done using the text-to-speech, all you need to do is to click on the microphone button here, the speaker button here, so that it's blue again, and then the text-to-speech is turned off. Another cool feature, I think, for kids with reading difficulty and getting distracted while they're reading is this feature called Mask Tool. So when I select that, I can draw a box around the section that I want to read, and then it blackens out all of the other areas so that I can just focus on the area that I want to read. The one thing is the text-to-speech doesn't seem to work in conjunction of the masking tool, which I would love to see happening. However, right now, that doesn't seem to be a way to activate them both at the same time. But that's okay. Text-to-speech sometimes is just beneficial for students if they struggle with reading, but also for fatiguing. So if a student can read on their own, by all means, let them read it. Then they can utilize the text-to-speech for when they begin to fatigue. One other thing I want to show is this words button. So when you select words, it actually will give you a list of all of the targeted words. So if I click here, excavated was a word that's highlighted in the text. I didn't highlight that. It's one of the targeted words in the text. If you click on words and come to excavated, you can click on the speaker button.
Excavated. Uncovered objects by digging.
And it will read the word, and it will read the definition. The one thing it doesn't do is it does not read, this sentence that goes along with it, which I wish that it did do that, but it doesn't. But at least you have the ability to read the word and the definition. And those are the tools that I wanted to highlight today.